Hey everybody, good morning and happy Friday. My name is Sarah and in today's video I'm starting my spring cleaning for 2025. We're going to be kicking things off here in the kitchen, usually the room I save for last if I'm being honest with you. I wanted to get a start on my spring cleaning. Now I usually start this in February anyways, usually a little bit earlier, but I've been busy, such is life, right? But today I wanted to start in the kitchen. My hope is to get it done in one day. Sometimes it takes me 2 or 3 days because life is lifing. The goal is to get this deep cleaned. We're talking walls, we're talking the windows, the radiators, all the stuff I typically do if you've been around here for a deep clean. If you haven't, I do from top to bottom and I really get in there because I only do a deep clean like this twice a year. So not trying to do this every other month. It's way too much. So the goal is the kitchen, wipe down the walls and the play area because I just deep cleaned that about a week or two ago. It doesn't make sense for me to rip everything out again and start over. And I'm going to try the hallway. Very ambitious for me, but even if I just get the kitchen done today, I think we'll be in good hands. So I hope you enjoy the motivation. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Just so you guys can see, I already have my little joy mop system ready to go. That is what I use to wash the walls. But basically it's not too bad. We've been on top of the countertops and stuff. There's a little bit of clutter. I've got my Valentine's Day decor ready to put away. The kitchen itself is really not that bad. I haven't done the walls and the moldings, windows, things of that nature in a while, as well as the cabinets, so that might take me a little bit. But overall, I think the kitchen itself is in pretty decent shape. The coffee bar isn't too bad. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes, but we're gonna start off with the walls, the doors, get that all disinfected, and move on from there. So let me know how everyone is doing and how you guys have been navigating your February. I think I'm more in shock that honestly, February is coming to an end. Typically, this month drags for me, especially living in New England, and I feel like it just flew by. I don't know if it's just because I was busy at work, busy at home, but it really did just fly by. I even think my February break, this is the tail end by the time this uploads, that flew by, but I'm grateful nonetheless. I'm hopeful for warmer weather, but let me know what the weather's like in your area. So here you guys are just seeing me clean the walls, and oftentimes I use really hot water and a cap full of Fabuloso. I have used vinegar on a few occasions. A lot of time I'll use it in the bathroom just to cut through. I apologize. I am still a little bit sick. So if you hear me taking a few deep breaths, it's because my asthma's been bothering me. But I'll use the vinegar in the bathroom. I feel like it cuts through some of like the buildup that's on the wall sometimes a little bit better. And then from there, I just went through and wiped down all the moldings with just a microfiber cloth, just dipping it in that same water. I also just wanted to take a quick minute. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Sarah. I do a lot of cleaning, decluttering, reorganizing here in my channel. You get bits and pieces of mom life as well. Pretty much everything. I am a full-time working mom outside of the home. I'm a registered nurse. I do school nursing. I now do elementary, but for the last 6 years, I was at a high school and just had a big change in the last year or so. So I'm really just enjoying my time. You will occasionally see my husband in and out of the videos, as well as my son. My son is 4 and he's going to be starting kindergarten later this year. And we just try and keep the videos fun and a little bit light. But for the most part, lots of cleaning motivation, lots of busy mom schedules and trying to fit it in. So I hope that you guys enjoy the content, and don't forget to subscribe and give the videos a thumbs up if you guys relate. All right, so we got the kitchen dirty water dump. This is not from the spin mop, but this is from that Joy Moop system that I used to clean the walls. I had a microfiber cloth I was using to clean the moldings, to clean the doors, cabinets, you name it. So all the dirty water in here is from the kitchen. And again, all that was in here was hot water and some Fabuloso. So it could be worse. It's a little brown, but not bad. I've seen usually a lot more dirty water on there, but I can tell you it's still pretty gross, and I'm happy that the kitchen is done in that respect. Now I can get to the appliances.
You got me feeling good, right about your side. Lost in every move, riding down your smile. Baby, hold me tight, let me trace your lies. Keep it low, cause you dropping it down. We gon' boogie to the sundown, no. Baby girl, you look so fine, fine, fine. I'm saying shit, can we tune it out? Show you all I know, let me ease your mind.
Just for quick context, I've wiped down the countertops with Mrs. Meyer's Wayman Quartz and Stone Cleaner, a whole bunch of different cleaners before. Today I just used the Dawn Power Wash, which I showed you earlier. And once I was done kind of wiping that down, I went over with a wet paper towel, hot water, just to kind of clean up any residue that was missing. And I did add a little bit of Fabuloso to put over here for those of you who don't know what that is. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. This is what I use a lot for cleaning my house. But the stone looks great, it feels nice and clean. I'm gonna finish up on this area over here, try and get the stove clean. I'm probably not gonna deep clean inside the stove today. I'm waiting on a little scraper that I ordered for like $4 from Amazon to come in. I had to make a few purchases as well for my son. So that'll be on a different day, but I can at least get the top portion of it done. And then I'll move over to the island, the fridge, and I'm gonna try and get the coffee center and the table done, and the kitchen will be done. It took me no time at all. For once, I'm actually keeping up with things, so that makes life a heck of a lot easier. Yeah, so that's my best advice, if possible, because I know everybody has like a different schedule at home. If possible, do your best to try and keep with the daily cleanings. It's really gonna help you. Even if it's just wiping down the countertops, because I find I was able to do a lot more deep cleanings when my son was a little bit younger. Now he's more involved in things and he wants to help, which is great, so I can give him some tasks to do. But I feel like life is also a lot busier with my new job for elementary school. I come home with a little less energy, so at the very least, the countertops, the sink, and the stove gets cleaned on the daily, whether it's me or my husband. That's just a tip and trick I can give to you, whether it's one thing in your kitchen to wipe down. So be it the cabinets, the countertops, if you're somebody who wants to vacuum and wash the floor, try and pick something because it will make the deep cleaning process a lot easier.
So the stove honestly wasn't that bad, which I'm grateful for. I've been really doing my best to try and keep up with the kitchen, whether it's me or whether it's my husband. We're wiping down the countertops, cleaning the stove if it gets too dirty, wiping down the sink. This is all important stuff, I feel like, just to kind of help us navigate the week, as I mentioned. But that's what we're doing to just try and keep up with it. But definitely a deep clean, especially with the cabinets. I am hoping to do more often, but I'll have to see. For right now, the twice a year is as good as I'm going to be able to do. Let me know how often you guys do a deep clean, and let me know which one of you are spring cleaning and what you're working on for spring cleaning. I know for me, I usually try and get most of my house done in February so I can focus in on the garden. I'm really excited this year. I have some bigger plans for the garden and I really want to see it through. There's an area on the side of my house that I already have a raised bed for my pumpkins. I am going to kind of dismantle that because part of it was falling apart anyways, and I'm going to dig out a much bigger patch that I'm really excited for not only pumpkins but other vegetables as well. I'd really love to try my hand at corn. But I'm going to have to try and figure out how to keep the pests away. We do have voles. I've not seen moles, but I know we have that too. So if anybody has any advice on that, for those of you who garden, please let me know down below. But I'm very excited to start that project.
You got me feeling good, right about your side. Lost in every move, riding down your smile. Baby, hold me tight. Let me trace your lies. Keep it low, cause you dropping it down. We gon' boogie to the sundown, no. Baby girl, you look so fine, fine, fine. 아무 생각 없이 can we tune it out? Show you all I know. Let me ease your mind. And by 6:08, give me another minute of your time. We'll turn it upside down. Can be sick all night, cause we'll switch it up inside out. And I give all that you want. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's fall in love, backtrack and do it over. Do it over. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's do it all night, we're never getting sober. Never getting sober. Know you want me feeling you.
So after wiping down the table like you see me doing here, I'm going to go in and start vacuuming and washing the floor. For me, it's just vital to do. And when I'm doing my deep cleans, I do save that for last. Unless there's a ton of debris on the floor and crumbs, especially in the kitchen, I will typically vacuum that up. But I try not to do too much because, again, if I'm starting from the top to bottom, dust and other things will fall to the floor. So I usually like to save that for last, vacuum everything up, and then I'll go in with the spin mop.
Give all that you want. Let me give it all. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's fall in love, backtrack and do it over, baby. Do it over. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's do it all night. We're never getting sober, baby. Never getting sober. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's fall in love, backtrack and do it over. Do it over. Let me make you say left, right, up and down. Let's do it all night. We're never getting sober. Never getting sober.
Okay, so I'm officially done with the kitchen, and this took me all of half of a day, I think, to get done. That's not too bad in my opinion. I've been on top of the kitchen a lot more since the start of this year. Like I said, cleaning up and just kind of deep cleaning certain areas. So the walls were not too bad. Deep clean the walls. You'll probably have seen that I did the cabinets, the doors. The only thing I didn't get on video was the radiators. Those got cleaned too. I just took them apart and vacuumed them. I didn't wash them this time. They were pretty hot, so the heat is on obviously for New England. But I went through, moved furniture around, just deep cleaned it. This is gonna give us a nice base for when we start doing some spring decorating. I don't do too much for the spring. You'll see me put out a few key pieces, and then I will probably put out a few Easter pieces, but this space is completely done. I'm hopefully gonna move on to my son's play area. And again, I'm gonna probably clean a few things off camera, but the only thing I wanna get done here is the light fixture and the walls, believe it or not. And that's simply because I didn't do it last time. My last video that I uploaded, I really deep cleaned the space. It needed it because we've all been sick. So I'm not going to go through for the sake of the video and deep clean it again because we've been on top of the toys and everything. So just the walls here. And hopefully tonight, I'm going to do my best to get this living room done. Okay, so I did all of this off of camera, even hung up his little Sonic painting thing that he has there, but the walls got done. It desperately needed it, but the rest of his play area I didn't do. Like I said, I deep cleaned it about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, If anything, I'm going to go through and disinfect tonight when he sleeps. But he is here with me from daycare, so don't mind him. But I'm going to be starting in on the living room. So what I'm going to do, it needs a lot of dusting. I'm sure you guys can probably see that. There is a thick layer of dust over in the fireplace. We're going to get everything washed up. I'm not quite ready to take down the drapes yet. It is still way too cold. We've literally had a windstorm the last 2 days. It's been insane. So I'm going to take them down for the purposes of cleaning, and they're going to go right back up. We're going to get everything cleaned up, and then my hope and my goal is to finish this room today, minus the couches. I do have the upholstery cleaner. That's going to probably be in 2 days. I don't know if I'll have it on film, but I'm going to clean the couches as well as the chairs in the kitchen, the dining room chairs, and that lovely chair over there. We're going to get that cleaned up. If I can film it, great. If not, it'll be for the next video.
So I'm starting off by moving everything. I was just really excited to really deep clean this room. I feel like it absolutely needed it. I was kind of guilty because when I deep cleaned my son's play area, and that's in my last video if you haven't seen it, because we kind of reorganized it, restructured it. But when I did that, I didn't really get a chance to deep clean any of the other spaces. So to be able to finally have the living room deep cleaned is amazing to me because it is kind of attached. And it's also just making me excited for spring. As I mentioned earlier, I love being in the garden and I have those projects, but I'm just excited for warmer weather. I'm just excited to get back outside with my son and my family. And there's just something about it being lighter longer that just makes me so happy. I'm definitely that person that has seasonal depression, especially living in New England. Oftentimes we leave early in the morning and it's dark and we get home in the dark, which is why fall and winter are not my favorites. I'm definitely a summer girl. Let me know down in the comments below what your favorite season is. I mean, I do enjoy them all in New England, but spring and summer just hold a very special place in my heart. But I was just really excited to get this done. I'll be happier to take down the drapes fully and just kind of leave the windows plain for a little bit, but I do need it to be much warmer before I do that. But let me know how often you guys are cleaning your windows, how many of you actually use drapes versus curtains, valances. I know what I'm seeing a lot of on YouTube right now for some of my friends' videos, the windows are pretty plain. And I don't know if it's just easier to clean. They don't want the drapes, whether it traps dust, but I just like to know what people's thoughts and ideas are. I know for me, I do love my drapes. Like I said, we do switch out to like lighter curtains or valances in the summer. But the drapes, especially for us here in the winter, until we can fully replace all the windows, are a big help. They're insulated and it does kind of help keep the house warm. So while you may not see me cleaning every single wall in this video, I did clean every single wall with the hot water. I always prefer to use hot water because sometimes if there's like caked on mess on the wall, I feel like it cuts through it a little bit easier than cold water. But I'll use the hot water and like I said, a cupful of whatever I have to kind of cut through it. And I always make sure to kind of, vacuum the area, especially behind the couches. You guys can see how much debris is there, but definitely wiping down the trim. I'm not good about that. I do have some friends who every time they vacuum, they wipe down the trim, and I give you guys credit because it's just not my thing. What you see me doing here is just washing the floor, again, boiling water. Um, and I'm going through and just kind of wiping it down while I have the couches moved, because once this dries, I'm going to move the couches back to their spot and I can finish vacuuming the rest of the floor in the middle there that I can't get to right now. So the other thing you see me doing here is just wiping down the fireplace. I haven't done this in a while. I haven't dusted really anything in the house quite a while. I've just I've been busy. I feel like in general I'm busier as an elementary school nurse. I love 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 that change for me, and I just enjoy the schedule, but I come home very tired. I think because my son is in that same age group, I find myself more tired, and I do think littles require a little bit more. But in general, some of my house tasks have kind of taken a back seat. So it was just nice to get this done while I was on vacation. By the time this video uploads, I should be in the process of editing my second video, and that's going to be the upholstery cleaning. That's going to be deep cleaning both the upstairs and downstairs hallway, as well as the upstairs and downstairs bathroom. And even if that's all I've gotten done on my February break, I'll be really excited for that, because the bedrooms my husband can help me with and the master bathroom, and that's pretty much it. My house will be done. So ideally within the next week and a half, I should have another 2 videos out for you all, and hopefully with more motivation, and my house will be completely done, God willing, and I can focus on other tasks. It's still my hope to get through to the cellar and declutter some of the things that are down there. It's my hope that I'll be able to film, but for that, I definitely need my husband Nick's help. But let me know, what's the space in your home that you're most excited to deep clean in the upcoming weeks or declutter, especially if you're somebody who declutters for spring. So this is the very end. Completely done. I am exhausted. I did the living room, the walls, and my son's play area, and the full kitchen in one day. Just have to get it done with the time crunch and stuff for February break, but you guys, it feels so much better. I do always love springtime in our household. Changed out the pillowcases and stuff. Like I said, it's my goal to do the upholstery for the couches, as well as like the gray couch there, my son's little blue couch. I'm going to do that on Thursday. If I can film it, great. If not, it'll be in a separate video. I will break out some of the spring and Easter decor in the next few weeks just to kind of start sprinkling it around. If I could take down the drapes, I 100% would. But since we are still technically in February, obviously heading towards March very soon, I am going to keep that up because, again, we've had a windstorm today. We've had snow recently, and it's going to dip to a low of 15 with a real feel of like 2 degrees tonight. So I want to make sure that we're nice and warm. But this is all done, and this brings us to the end of part 1 of my spring cleaning. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.